Yes, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to Daily Regenerative Action. And let's start with a little bit of movement. And let's start with one activity, what to do today. Okay, so let's do one thing. Just raise your hands, okay, and just try to stretch it as much as you can. Okay, so just stretch your arms and feel the stretch. And as we do, the mind is at that place where the movement is happening, right? Yes, you can take your hands down now. And one more time we will do it. And then again, the mind will be there where its movement is happening. Okay. Again, slowly feel the stretch. Okay, wonderful. You can take your hands down now. Wonderful. So let's start with the mindfulness. Okay. And I will be sharing one music. Okay, just a minute. Yes. So what we have to do, please sit comfortably and notice the breathing. And the purpose is not to change it because whatever it is, just we have to observe. And the thoughts and the breathing has very close. Uh, just a minute. Just a minute. I hope you can confirm. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so please sit comfortable and breathe in without change. Observe the thoughts without judgment, and breathing should be conscious, inhale and exhale conscious. You will do it in 2 minutes. As the music stop, let's come back to our surrounding. Okay. And with this mindfulness, let's focus on today's reading. And as all of you know, we are reading the book Magic by Rhonda Byrne. And today is all about make all your wishes come true. So how to do that? Every one of us have many wishes, right? So how to make that come true? So that's something that we will see today. I'll be reading the text. You can also read along with me, or if you want to just hear, you can also do that. Okay, I'm reading now. If you have been following the magical practice day by day, you have now built an amazing foundation by practicing gratitude for everything you have received and continue to receive in your life. But today is an exciting day because you are going to begin to use gratitude's magical power for your dreams and desires. Hundreds of native cultures through the centuries have traditionally given thanks for what they want before they receive it, creating elaborate ceremonies to put as much energy as they could into giving thanks. The Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of the Nile River since ancient times to ensure the continual flow of water in the river. American Indians and Australian Aborigine perform rain dances. Various African tribes perform ceremonies for their food before they hunt for it. And the very nature of prayer in every culture and religion is giving thanks before having received what is desired. The law of attraction says that like attracts like, which means you must form in your mind a likeness or an image of what you want. Then, to attract your desire to you, you have to feel as though it's yours, so that you feel is also like how you would feel when you had what you wanted. The easiest way to do that is to be grateful for what you want before you have received it. If it never occurred to you before to use gratitude to receive what you want, you have now discovered another of its magical powers. The very words in the Holy Scripture promise exactly that. Whoever has gratitude now will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance. So this is from Bible, what I understand. But yeah, it's a part of all the cultures across the world, whether it is Eastern or Western. So even Indian traditional knowledge system as well. So we have the gratitude, practice of gratitude before we eat food, right? So that's also there, and in every culture it's there. Gratitude is something you must have before you can receive, not something that you simply do after something good has happened. Most people are grateful after they receive something good. But to make all your wishes come true and change your entire life by filling it with the riches in every area, you must be grateful before and after. Through the act of being sincerely grateful for receiving your desire beforehand, you immediately form an image in your mind that you have it. You feel as though you have it, and you are fulfilling your part. If you continue to hold to that image and feeling, you will magically receive your desire. You would know how you will receive it, and it is not your job to figure it out. You don't try to figure out how gravity is going to keep you on the ground when you go for a walk. Do you? You trust and know that when you go for a walk, the law of gravity will keep you firmly on the ground. Likewise, you must trust and know that when you are grateful for what you want will be magically moved to you because it is the law of the universe. So, what we have to do today as a practice. So, what do you most want right now? Okay. So, at the beginning of this book, I asked you to get really clear about what you want in every area of your life. If you didn't do that earlier, now is the time to do it. So, we'll do it today. Go to the list you created now and choose your top 10 desires for this magical practice. You can select 10 desires from different areas of your life, such as money, health, home, and relationship. Or you might want to choose 10 desires in one area you really want to change, such as work or success. Be very clear and specific about what you most want so that you can see the changes magically happen from this practice. Imagine you are putting in a magic order with the universe for your top 10 desires. Because in truth, by using the law of attraction, that's exactly what you are doing. Sit down with a pen and journal. I'll prefer this pen and journal rather than computer and create a separate list of your top 10 desires in the following way as though you have received them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the thing that you want and fill in the blank with desire as though you have received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for the high marks in my exam results, which got me into the exact college I wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the great news that we are having a baby. And similar to this, you can put any of your desire and you can write it down. Okay. So this is activity for today, and maybe you can take 2 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes we can have. Okay. So first thing is the same as we do every day, 10 blessings. Apart from that, what we have to do is we have to write the desire, the 10 desire, right? And while writing, using the imagination, answer the following questions in mind as though you have received each of the 10 desire. Like, what emotion did you feel when you received your desire? Who was the first person you told when you received your desire? And how did you tell them? What is the first great thing that you did when you received your desire? Include as much detail as you can in your mind. So, vivid imagination is the key to getting this magic. And finally, reread the sentences listing your desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you so you feel them as much as you can. Okay, so you can take maybe another 1 or 2 minutes and just try to see if you can note down few desires. And meanwhile, as you do it, so I'll just quickly introduce it if you are joining it for the first time, or maybe you're watching this recording for the first time. So this what we are doing is this is daily regenerative action, and this is not a space where we want to learn something new. Already at our heart, we know what needs to be done, what we need to do. So this is a space to get into commitment, follow up, and become accountability partners. So we show up every day. That's something we do. And as a part of getting it into action, we have multiple resources like Action Tracker, and this helps us to keep going. Then we have affirmations, we have multiple resources. We have already shared it with our group, and if you haven't received it, so please join this WhatsApp group. Okay, so this is Daily Regenerative Action, and where you will get all the details and also the joining links if you want to join this. Okay. Yeah, so if we have noted few points, so we can share it now. If anybody would like to share from today's learning or today's reading, you can do that. So yeah, and before that, let me just share one thing. I
Yeah.
forgot it happened with me like a magic. Okay. So actually, maybe around 10 years back, I had written few desires like I want this, I want this. I didn't do anything about it, just wrote it down. And after around 4 to 5 years, when I checked, so around half of the things were already done, means without conscious effort as well. And some of them were really magical. I'll tell you one instance. I had written, I want to win the chess competition. Okay. And I'm not a chess player, professional player, or I'm not that great in the chess. But when I was in Crompton, there were events in Dasra festival, and in those matches, somehow I won. So this happened, and later on when I checked that list, so it was magical. So most of the things which I desired and created a list, somehow it got completed, even it was not consciously in my mind. So somehow this happened. Yes, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dhananjay. This is Vijay. Um, yeah, that's an interesting point that I love. Like every time we are going to figure it out, something is going to happen. We find out why it has happened. Something is not happened. We are just trying to identify why it is not happened. But there's a really interesting thing. Like you just focus on the thing that you want and don't figure it out how it is going to be done. Just believe in that, and it is going to happen automatically. The universe is going to create that efforts, and that's a really great magical thing, I can say. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, and one more thing that we can also do, this 10 desires that we have, no? So I used to do it when I first time read this book, and s- similar to that means I was also exploring meditation practices. So what I started doing is I was having 10 desires of my life. Like this is my diary, and back of the page I had 10 desires. Okay. And when I started doing meditation, and in every meditation, I used to recall this 10 desires, what I want. And somehow the sequence of these 10 things started changing. So that I observed very vividly. Means initially, let's say I wanted, let's say one of the things were in my list, like I want a car. Okay. For a happy family, everything was there. One of the thing was car. Then somehow I realized this is more important than this thing. Then automatically that sequence got changed. So I changed it maybe 4 or 5 times. But this happens. Maybe it's a magic of meditation or something. I don't know. But this happened, and it's really great to see how this sequence changes and how we prioritize different things. Yes, so that's it from my side for today. Durai Raja, you want to share something?
Yes, yes, obviously. I remember, it got reminded me. Actually, your experience reminded me of what I was advising one of my colleagues when I was working for Capgemini.
Mhm.
This colleague was very much interested about the promotion, but the process was not through. He was kind of upset. I used to encourage him, regardless of the result, you have to be part of the show. You have to be part of your efforts. When you are committed about your efforts, that would bring the result. So it's
Oh,
not about giving up. It's not about giving up. You have to be part of the show. So one day your commitment would result in your output.
oh, oh.
Exactly. So your experience also just reminded of that thing. It's very in my own experience also.
Mhm.
As long as we are focused on that particular thing which we want, one day we are going to see the result. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. I can acknowledge what we discussed today.
Wo-
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. And anybody would like to share about the yesterday's practice? Because I felt, initially I was very, means I didn't get the three names. Okay. I was okay. One name I got, the second and third I didn't get. So I had to think for some time. And then I got second, I got third, I got fourth, I got fifth. And yeah. So this happened with me yesterday. So finally I got five people to be thankful for. But yeah, so this is a great thing. So that we have this continuous practice. Today was day 16, and I'm really grateful for all of you who have joined live. I really appreciate your commitment, and thank you so much for joining. Let's continue joining this every day. So thanks, and we'll connect tomorrow. Thank you.
Sure. Bye.
Take
Yeah.
care. Bye.
Thank you.